I mean, that was a pretty easy game. Like, I know there was a blunder, but I thought White's play was pretty concrete. That's 2 games now with great positions for Wesley. He's going to be repeating that as much as he can.
Nihal needs to change, I think, either e4, e5 or to play a different line within the Italian. Because again, it seems like Wesley is fully comfortable. He knows the ideas. He understands the proper transformations. You could see that reflected in the speed with which he played d4 and e5. And now it's Nihal's turn to step up to the plate. He's down by 1. 2 wins in a row for Wesley. Can he reverse the momentum with this important game?
So, like you mentioned it, that Wesley is just like, ice in his veins, because he came in, lost the first game after playing so well,
right?
Got out blitzed, and he just comes back and wins like the next 2 games. So actually, all 3 games have gone pretty well for Wesley. We just witnessed some magic in one of them from Nihal. So Nihal really does need to step up and get on the board here for real.
Yeah, and again, I'm not a big fan of how he's handling the opening here. This is some sort of weird Queen's Gambit accepted structure where White is down a bunch of tempi. I mean, you might have to go DC and go for one of these end games.
Yep.
And you can see
when Black plays b4, I mean, you don't want your knight to already be on c3. You want to be on b1 and then play knight d2, knight c4. But as you pointed out, b4, knight b1, you're just down 2 moves.
Right. And maybe not, no tragedy has occurred. White can play b3, bishop b2. But I wonder what Wesley's probably deciding whether to trade queens himself or maybe just to take on c5. And Nihal deciding not to give him the second chance to trade queens.
Wow. Knight a5 is such a great move, and it's not a move I would ever play in my life.
it just comes so naturally to people like Wesley. I mean, I'm completely on the same page. And one of the ideas is knight b3, just covering both of these squares and discouraging knight c4, and for this reason. This is trouble. Trouble for Nihal. Bishop b4. Castle or rook d8.
Oh my goodness. Rook d. I think you're probably supposed to play rook d8, not castle. Somehow the king looks a little odd on the c file. Yeah, it's the exact same idea.
Well, knight e1, and as ugly as White's position looks, or maybe even knight fe5, it's not.
Knight ce5. So that was my one thing about castling. Knight ce5 has bishop takes a6, and it's like just a little weird.
Right, and knight c1, rook c1, and all of a sudden Black and resigned.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. He goes knight fe5. Yeah, I would be worried about moves like rook d5 here, aiming to double on the d file, and White just might run out of gas here defensively.
Yeah, the knight on b3, it's doing the maximum. So it's got to be... You could even play knight g4. Crazy move.
Wow. Rook takes d3.
Rook takes d3, crazy move.
What a move. Knight takes d3, rook d8.
Nasty.
Knight e5. And what did Wesley see here? Oh, this is incredible. Knight takes g4.
No, it's actually, I think it actually
rook takes d3.
And
you don't even take with the bishop.
That's disgusting. The rook's trapped on
you
b1.
saw that instantly. That's the effect of getting this knight to b3.
And the rook's trapped on b1 and the bishop's trapped on c1. Every piece is trapped.
The knight on b3 is single-handedly freezing White's entire army on the queen side.
Gross.
And Wesley he is smelling blood here and he is pouncing. This is a masterful performance. Nihal trying to find some way to keep his material intact. But I don't see it. I mean, if Wesley sees knight g4, that might basically end this game.
Because the thing is, a lot of times as White in these positions, you understand your opponent's intent, so you play rook takes d3. But the problem here is after bishop takes rook d8, you're faced with the same issues. Back rank mate is still pinned.
Anyway, look at this.
Even nicer, right? It's just the same threats are there. The gorgeous game. Gorgeous.
Amazing. Yeah, rook d8, and White is literally just out of moves. This is resignable. Yeah, and you could take f7 in the end, but that's not going to help.
That was a filthy game. That was 18. bye.